It's time to roast another underperforming video, and this time we're going to take a look at a video from Jenny Hoyos, who's got over 4 million subscribers and had a video that only did 40,000 views in its first 10 days. Now we're going to take a look at this video and figure out what went wrong and what we can learn from her mistakes. Let's get into it.
I'm trying to make money playing arcade games, and since they're rigged to steal your money, I've watched every video to learn the secrets to beating these games. So in theory, I can win prizes worth tens of thousands of dollars, all while spending $100 to play. And we're starting at Chuck E. Cheese, and I just spent $50 on the Family Fun Pass, which lets us play unlimited games for the next 3 hours.
Alright, we're gonna stop right there. That was long enough. That was the intro, which is a 25-second intro. Way too long for a video like this, but let's break it down by the stuff that went wrong. So when we look at the 7 seconds part of this video, Jenny talks about the secrets of beating this game, TikToks that she may refer to that could help her beat these games. But she doesn't really show us at all how we're going to do it. Now, secrets and knowledge are really great for retention, but not showing it at all, it is like there is no secret. So in this case, what I would recommend is tease us with a clip of a secret like that one. Show one arcade game and show how it goes.
I've watched every video to learn the secrets to beating these games.
So I saw this YouTube video where apparently you could slow down Deal or No Deal.
So by showing the viewer this clip, they're going to be expecting all these secret tricks that we're going to be using to figure out whether we can make money playing arcade games. Now the second issue happens when Jenny is standing in front of all the prizes. She talks about being able to win potentially tens of thousands of dollars, but when we look at the frame over here, nothing seems to be worth tens of thousands of dollars. We need to be accurate. We cannot just magically say things and the viewer will believe this because we're already breaking trust with the viewer here. But let's say you have this to work with and you do want to say that, there is a second solution. Zoom into the parts of this store that make it seem like tens of thousands of dollars is possible. So if we look at the top here, we have some kitchen appliances. Then if we look down here, we have some headsets, maybe a vibe that we got over there. So by zooming in onto any of these areas, we are now actually conveying the $10,000 and maybe it is feasible now. And the third issue that we have is when we transition from the initial words to what we could perceive as an evolution of our video or a progression. And this happens at 13 seconds. So listen to the music here and how it stays the same.
I can win prizes worth tens of thousands of dollars, all while spending $100 to play. And we're starting at Chuck E. Cheese, the first of 3 childhood arcades that I'm gonna...
Here we're kind of getting into our first segment, but because of the music and the music stays the same, it kind of all feels like one big thing. So simply, once we get to the first one, the Chuck E. Cheese one, if we change the music, it instantly gives the illusion that we're moving on. Take a look at the before and an after.
I can win prizes worth tens of thousands of dollars, all while spending $100 to play. And we're starting at Chuck E. Cheese, the first of 3 childhood arcades that I'm gonna get my mom's money back from. And I just spent $50 on the Family Fun Pass, which lets us play unlimited games for the next 3 hours. I can win prizes worth tens of thousands of dollars, all while spending $100 to play. And we're starting at Chuck E. Cheese, the first of 3 childhood arcades that I'm gonna get my mom's money back from. And I just spent $50 on the Family Fun Pass, which lets us play unlimited games for the next 3 hours.
Let's continue.
The strategy is to grab as many tickets as possible. How do you even grab it?
Wait, why are the tickets going up? We don't really see what she has.
We got 2,000 tickets! Oh my gosh! And I could have gone more.
But since I can only play...
Alright, so overall, that was not too bad. Typically, whenever we get into the video, we want to show the viewer like, hey, this video is nicely paced. And for that reason, our first challenge, we typically make it fairly fast. This was fast. However, it's very difficult to see her grab the tickets, so we're kind of having like a little bit of a wider shot. And, you know, we should have zoomed in to see her actually touch the tickets. And then lastly, I wouldn't have really shown the tickets going up while she's grabbing it because now it feels fake. So by not showing the ticket, just showing that she grabs this 100 and this 500, and afterwards we have like a 3-second scene where she counts, it seems more realistic and it's easier to get into for the viewer.
But since I can only play that one once, I'm gonna try some other games.
Whoa. Earlier we said that we spent $50 for an unlimited pass for 3 hours. And now we're saying that we can only play something once. So we have a drastic rule change over here. So I'm gonna have a counter for this one because I have a feeling like this is gonna happen more. Because when we lie once, we sometimes lie twice.
You know, apparently if you press it when it passes the corner, it drops on the jackpot. I didn't do it, but it was close. But meanwhile,
That was supposed to be the trick. I think that was a secret trick, maybe? But the downside is it was so poorly visualized, it was so fast, we couldn't even catch it. So this is very important to know, is that we want to slow things down so the viewer has proper time to see what's happening, understand what's happening, and anticipate what's going to happen once it is done. But if we clip so fast here, the problem is now we've shown a lot, but actually for the viewer, or from the viewer's perspective, we've actually shown them nothing. We didn't allow them to enjoy this little content piece. Often whenever people edit like this, we believe that we need fast dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit by cutting fast action-packed things. But if we look into research, we can actually find that dopamine doesn't just happen in moments where stuff happens. Actually, we can already see that dopamine level starts to rise in moments of anticipation. So if we know something is gonna come, if we know something exciting is gonna happen, we already feel good.
I didn't do it, but it was close.
But meanwhile, my brother and his girlfriend were having way better luck.
I'm making people play for me because they're better than I am in these games.
Except my mom. She's terrible at games.
5 tickets, you just wasted the credits. This game.
Let's stop right there, because we've got a few more problems. The first problem here is, why is your brother and his girlfriend in the video? Why are they suddenly there? We didn't introduce them and now suddenly they're an important part of our story. Do their tickets count? Do they fall under the $50 pass? And this is going to confuse the audience like crazy. In general, we have to be very careful by introducing new characters in our videos. And when we introduce a new character, we need to give a very good reason to why they're there. And this is how this person is going to contribute to our story or our mission or our vision or our goal. That was a lot of words that I shouldn't have said. I'm not always optimized for retention myself, just letting you know. And lastly, for this part, I want you to pay attention to what she says here.
5 tickets, you just wasted the credits.
Did you catch that? You just wasted the credits. Hold on.
Wait a minute, something ain't right.
First, we have an unlimited pass for $50 for 3 hours. Then the rule changes because now we can play everything only once. And then suddenly there is no unlimited tries anymore. There is not one try per thing. There is just credits now. So we have another rule change which brings the believability of this video down a lot. I know that Jenny didn't intend us to be bad, but again, for the viewer, we are breaking their trust. All right, let's get back.
Claims to be 100% skill.
Okay, so we have now, I'll let it play, but we have now one that we can slow down on, and maybe we are going to. It's a 100% skill game, so maybe there's a strategy.
100% skill. Nah, that's not 100% skill.
So I decided to play the game.
Yeah, that was mere seconds. It's a wasted opportunity. We're just moving and moving and moving, so let's just continue watching.
So I kept trying out game after game after game. And with only 30 minutes of playtime left, we found the perfect game that would get me enough tickets to win the best prize in the arcade if I win the jackpot.
15 more times. We have to win like every minute.
Wow, a few things. I hope we got it again, because some rules changed as well. So first of all, we are now for the first time showing a prize and it says 6,000 tickets. We say this is the best thing in the arcade. But that's not tens of thousands of dollars. This is a Nerf gun. Also, tickets don't really translate very well to monetary value. We don't know, is this Nerf gun $20, $30, $50, $100? This is an important piece of information because this actually contributes to solving our story problem. So make sure that whenever you have a video and you tell the viewer that we're going to solve a question, that we directly contribute to solving that question. And then let's rewind this for a second.
Best prize in the arcade if I win the jackpot.
15 more times.
15 more times. Unlimited times for 3 hours. We can play everything only once. We have credits. And now we can do the same game 15 more times. We have so many rule changes. That is like too many rule changes. Even one is too many. We as a viewer now feel lied to. It's very difficult. How? What is it? I don't know what other advice to give. Stick to the base rules of your story. Let's continue. Stay calm.
Every minute.
So this is the perfect time to tell you about hosting. You're the best.
Sure, there's an ad, of course. Now, I will give you a little heads up. Jenny let me know that there was an ad. So let's take a look at how long the ad takes. Because I'm not gonna let you sit through the ad, I'm just gonna watch through it, and if there's something interesting, I'll let you know. By the way, this bar on the bottom that shows how long it takes until the ad is over is actually pretty good. The ad took about a minute and nothing really interesting happened. So we are kind of running into a few problems here. So far, the viewer had minimal value out of the video. We didn't take any progress towards our story goal because we don't understand how much money did we make so far, or how are we making money, or how much is a price worth. And lastly also, we had a minute of a 6-minute video that was pure ad read. So there's a bunch of problems that we have so far, and we're already 2 minutes 40 seconds into the video. So we're pretty much about 40% into the video and nothing of value has been given to the viewer. This alone is enough reason to believe why this video has failed. So here's 3 ways that I would fix what has been happening so far. So first of all, in order to show progress towards our goal, what I would do is that every single time we have an increase in tickets, we showcase what price we could get so far. So let's say we're at 2,000 tickets, we could say, hey, we have this price, which would be equivalent of $10, for example. And that way we have a grasp of constant progression of earning money as we move on through our video. This will keep people hooked because now you're giving them what they came for. Second of all, I understand that brand deals are part of a creator's journey. Now, if you have a 1-minute brand deal in this type of content, try to make your content slightly longer so that the portion or the percentage of your video that is ad is minimal. People will be more likely to be accepting of a 1-minute ad in a 15-minute video versus a 6-minute video, or actually almost 7 minutes. I'll give it some credit here. And next thing, one other thing to focus is that on a regular basis, which has not happened yet, we should come back to our story problem. Can we make money playing arcade games? Come back to this goal. Come back to this goal multiple times so the viewer is reminded of why they're here in the first place. And so that after this amount of time, they don't feel like, hey, are we actually touching on this problem? Or are we just stalling my time and we're never going to deliver on it? So because it's already pretty clear to why this video flopped, I'm gonna just sit through the video, and if I find anything interesting, which there should be some interesting things, I will let you know about it. Alright, so here for the first time we have a part of the video where we actually seem to be using a strategy.
I was not paying it. No, what? Oh my god, what?
It's like a deal or no deal, and we film the screen so that we can then slow down the footage and see which case has the jackpot price. I mean, we're like almost 60% into the video and we have our first time delivering on the stuff. So this better be good.
That one. I was not paying it. No, what? Oh my god, what?
I don't like the confidence because, you know, we're cheating, we have a film thing, so we should be more anticipating with a reaction like, oh, you know, hey, that's okay, I already lost it, but my thing has it, right? Keep the viewer engaged that way.
Who's gonna get this? Okay, wait. So I recorded it, and we're gonna look at
This is good.
Wait, the footage was way too fast.
I know this trick works because I have done it before. Yes, I have cheated in an arcade before. But this is going to be super unsatisfying because those who actually stayed around for this long, they now get an unsatisfying outcome. And this sets the tone for whatever is remaining in this video. Now, first of all, we should have had more secret strategies. Then if some of them fail, that's completely fine. At least we know some of them are going to succeed. But this was our first one that we're actually getting into, and that one fails. This is actually not good for the video at all. So in this case, you know, simply adding more and having more chances of success because you find cheats for each arcade game is the solution for this video. Let's continue scrubbing.
Winning jackpot after jackpot after jackpot.
I don't even know how many times I've won this game at this point.
She just talked about winning so many jackpots. Show the jackpots, right? We say we win jackpot after jackpot after jackpot, but we didn't really like get to seeing any jackpots. Okay, so here it seems like we have an emotional moment. Let's take a look at this emotional moment.
Wait, hello?
She ended up telling me how she really wished she was playing with me right now since she didn't get to earlier.
You just wasted the credit.
So I either had to quit the challenge here or make her happy.
What's she gonna do? Please continue the challenge. Do not disappoint the viewer.
And I decided to spend the other $100
No.
playing games with her because you really never know when it'll be the
This is horrible. Why? This is not good. This is not good. We shouldn't do this one. And the reason why is because the whole point of the video is to show the viewer, can we make money playing arcade games? There was nothing emotional about this video so far. It's just some fun little challenge. And now we're forcing the viewer to feel emotional, and you say, you know, I gave up on the challenge. I gave up on the video that I promised you because I just want to spend some time with my mom in the arcade. Jenny, you can spend time with your mom in the arcade tomorrow. You can spend time with your mom in the arcade next week. Unless you clearly explain this one, right? But then still, this is not what the viewer came for. We definitely don't sacrifice the video's goal, especially if it's something simple like this, for the sake of sending an emotional message to our viewer. So pretty much the rest of the video was just the emotional showdown of her mom and Jenny in this case. Now in this case, Jenny is a genuine kind creator, and I really didn't want to be this hard on her, but I actually did message her like, look, I'm not gonna take it easy on this video. And in this case, the viewer felt lied to. We didn't deliver up on what we promised to the viewer. We poorly visualize stuff. We have random characters. There's so many things wrong. So it doesn't matter what good, kind-hearted creator you are. If you mess up like this, the audience will not like it. They're not here just because they like you. They're here because they want a good story. So to round up, I want to take 5 main lessons that we can have from this one that everybody can execute on. Number 1, make sure that the rules in your videos stay consistent. Any rule change can make the viewer feel lied to and lose trust, especially when we don't have a good reason why the rule changed. Number 2, whatever you promise the video to be, constantly go back to that as your main story so that the viewer doesn't feel deceived and clickbaited into watching something that we never deliver on. We make a promise, so live up to the promise. Number 3, allow the viewer to feel suspense by slowing down. Because when everything moves fast, viewers won't feel anything at all, and this does not help with retention. Number 4, do not force the viewer to take a life lesson when this is not what they came for. Not everything needs to be deep and emotional. And lastly, number 5, if you have a 6-minute video and you're integrating an ad, make sure it's damn good. Because else the viewer will feel like you just wasted their time, you lose your credibility, and this will not help with both the video as well as long-term channel growth. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week for another breakdown.